welcome back to Inside Cartagena Part 2. I'm sorry it took so long to get this one out, but it's finally here. In Part 1, we covered all the sights and sounds of the contemporary city, specifically Boca Grande and Laguito. And as you've already seen, we covered the beach, the restaurants, the food, the music, all that. And it was quite a sight to behold and quite an experience to be had. And now that we're back, we're going to dive even deeper and take you into the historic part of Cartagena, that mythological place that is known as the Walled City. Okay, it's not mythological, it's quite real, but it looks and feels mythological because that's just how amazing the Walled City actually is. And one of the famous entrances to the Walled City is the famous clock tower, or as it's known in Spanish, the Torre del Reloj. And as you pass through the clock tower entrance into the main square, you'll find yourself in the Plaza de los Coches. You'll find shops, restaurants, vendors, tour guides, currency exchanges. Everything you need and more is right here. And when the evening comes and the sun sets, I can guarantee you that this is one of the places to be because the city comes alive in the nighttime. The restaurant tables pop out within the plaza, and people from all over flow to the clock tower entrance for food, live music, and entertainment. I stayed in a beautiful loft in a historic walk-up building in the Plaza de los Coches, and the loft was amazing and the views were to die for. The stairs were really to die for too because there's no elevator in that building, but it's still definitely worth it because it's like a front row seat to the window of the Walled City world. The bed was extremely comfortable, the loft was spacious and air-conditioned with high ceilings and a beautifully designed semi-modern bathroom, and the entire apartment has an authentic old-world aesthetic to it. And it's like, once you're there, you want to just break out the wine, cheese, and the grapes, sit back, relax, and take it all in because it has an inescapably alluring charm to it. So if you want to stay in the Plaza de los Coches and you want that immersive old city experience, this is a place where you might want to consider staying. Behind the clock tower within the Plaza de los Coches on the ground floor of these buildings that you see right here, you'll also find what is known as the Portal de los Dulces, or as it's known in English, the Portal of Sweets, which runs along an arched walkway right next to the shops and restaurants that populate the square. So if you have a sweet tooth here, you'll find traditional and homemade candies and pastries that are sure to satisfy those sweet cravings. And let me tell you, those vendors are strategically placed because they know that you're going to want something sweet after you eat at one of the many great restaurants in the square. And let me tell you, there is no shortage of great places to eat in Plaza de los Coches and beyond. No exaggeration. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, it's all there. As you venture farther into the walled city, you're going to continue to see restaurant after restaurant. There are so many great restaurants to choose from that it can be kind of hard to make a decision sometimes. But whatever decision you make, I seriously doubt that you'll be disappointed. Like really, there's a lot of good food. Even if you don't want to eat per se, I would encourage you to at least pop your head into some of these restaurants and take a look inside because the architecture, the decor, the design, and aesthetics inside these restaurants is incredible. It's really beautiful inside. And after you finish eating and touring these restaurants, hit the streets and explore the shops, the stores, and the corridors of the walled city. The streets are absolutely vibrant with people, colors, and culture, and there's always something new and interesting to see and discover. When I was there, I rented an electric scooter and I cruised through the walled city to take everything in, and I had a great time. But be careful with those electric scooters on those cobblestone streets. The electric scooters are fast and the cobblestone is uneven, so if you're not careful, you can hurt yourself like I almost did when someone dumped water from a terrace into the middle of the street. Almost fell off my scooter when I hit that puddle, so you really have to be careful. You also have to be careful to avoid the many people that are walking the streets because the streets can get really crowded at different times of the day. During my electric scooter tour, I also stopped by the historic church in Plaza Santo Domingo, the Convento de Santo Domingo, a convent founded in the 16th century. You can't miss it because right in front of that church is the La Gorda Gertrudis Fat Lady statue by artist Fernando Botero. They say if you rub the statue, you'll have good luck and love. So if you see it, hey, give it a shot. You never know. Also, just as a reminder to you all, if you are on foot walking through the walled city, make sure to carry plenty of water and wear light clothing because the heat and humidity can sometimes get a little brutal. So I'm just letting you know. But is it all worth it? I would have to say yes, absolutely. Just stay cool and hydrated and you'll be fine. Enjoyed this inside look inside the walled city of Cartagena, Colombia. I know I said in the previous episode that we were going to get into the nightlife, and we definitely are. There's just so much to cover. So when we come back in part 3, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go into the night. Hit that like button, subscribe, and if you like what you see and hear on this channel, hey, buy me a coffee. Talk to you soon. Keep it locked right here. The Travel Cat.